What's going on? Jonasegway. As you can see, I'm kitted up. We got the AcePro 2 right now. Today we're going to do a moto vlog slash regular vlog. So what's happening here is we're doing a test with the Mic Air and the Mic Air Pro. So you guys can kind of figure out which one is best for you. For today's test, we're going to take this guy. That's my 2007 Honda ST1300 Sport Touring motorcycle. I figure it's a little important to talk about because the type of motorcycle, if you want to use these microphones for motovlogging, it depends on the motorcycle, okay? If you're riding a naked bike, for example, you have to put more protection on the microphone so that the microphone doesn't, so you're trying to protect it from the wind, basically, okay? I have a lot of wind protection with this bike. I do also have a lot of options with wind protection on this bike, at least when it comes to the helmet, which is perfect for this test because I'll be able to manipulate what it could sound like depending on the type of bike you're riding. Another important aspect is going to be the helmet. If you have a full face helmet and you have a relatively quiet full face helmet, this may do good for you, okay? If you have a modular helmet or a half helmet or a 3/4 helmet, the better the quality of the helmet goes as far as like quietness and materials that they use so that it doesn't allow as much air or wind inside of the helmet. Also keep in mind that closing vents also helps your moto vlogs. Just keep, there's a whole lot of things to this. It's not as easy as just saying like which microphone is the best. I mean, that does play a part in it, but you still have to protect the microphone. The microphone itself is not going to be able to do everything for you. You're just trying to pick the best equipment for your helmet type, okay? The Mic Air does have a much smaller form factor, so that might be something that some of you guys might need to consider. I haven't tried the Mic Air Pro as of right now as I'm making this intro. I've never tried the Mic Air Pro with my helmet, so I'm going to see if it even mounts in my helmet. I do have a powerful magnet in there. They say it's one of the strongest magnets in the world, so it should be able to magnetically hold the Mic Air Pro inside of my helmet. But how does it fit in the helmet with the windsock, blah, 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 we don't know. Anywho, to make this test fair, okay, and I want you guys to keep this in mind as well. In post editing, when you are editing your videos, your program, depending on the program you use, you'll be able to turn up the volume. So let's just say any part of this video where I don't sound loud enough, we could change that. We could do something about that. See how the AcePro is doing. Okay, we'll be able to change that in post editing by going to the volume settings and turning it up. So in that situation, if you guys buy either one of these microphones and you're like, ooh, it sounds good, this one sounds better on his channel, so let me go buy that one, and you buy it and you try it on your motorcycle, and let's say it's too loud, you have to do test runs first, guys, okay? It's just so important. Don't just buy the microphone, shove it in your helmet, and go do a moto vlog and thinking that your audio is going to be great. You have to get out there and you have to stress test it before to figure out your settings. You may need to lower the gain, okay? If you are going to be using the AcePro 2 or the X5, I will assume the X4 Lite as well. I do not have an X4 Lite, but I'm going to assume this will apply to that one as well. You may need to go into the settings of the camera and lower the gain on the Bluetooth if you're going to be using it for moto vlogging, for example, because again, you're going to be introducing a lot of extra compression into that microphone from the wind. You almost cannot avoid it unless you're riding a sport touring bike that can raise its windscreen all the way up to the moon, and it'll completely block the wind from your helmet. Again, you have to try different settings. Crack open your visor when you're doing your test. Raise your windscreen if you have that option. Do things like adjust the position of the microphone. Like maybe you have to turn it away from the inlet, the air inlet. If you have a mouth vent on your helmet, maybe you need to close it and then turn the microphone away from it so that it doesn't capture that little bit of extra sound that could still come through there even though you closed your vents. Again, there's so much information to put out on this, but if you do have any questions, get in the comments below. In the meantime, in between time, we're going to get on that bike and I'm going to just do a couple of test hits Gain is going to be -4 or -6. I'll put it on the screen on which one it is, but it'll be the same for both microphones, just so you guys have a consistency comparison. Okay. Right now you're hearing me on the front microphone on the AcePro 2, which is still, at the moment of me recording this, the best on the market. It picks up your voice. I do have it on voice enhancement just for reference. And let's get on the bike. All right, view the map. So again, it's at -6. We have the width on ultra wide, which is not the widest. I think mega view is like the widest setting. We are using the Mic Air. Now with the Mic Air, it's a lot more simple. So it's a much more simple microphone than the Mic Air Pro. And you might be thinking, like, what do you mean more simple? Well, the Mic Air Pro has a lot of options, a lot of settings that that you can pick through to to get the results you're looking for. So again, you just have to know what you're trying to do with what you're trying to do. So I know that go on. I know that I'll be trying to, if I'm on a motorcycle, I know there's going to be a lot of wind involved in the audio, depending on which bike, right? Because I got Ezra, which is my Honda Navi. That thing barely go 50 miles an hour. So for those lower speeds, I know, okay, maybe I need to just leave the settings, the gain at 0, or maybe I need to put it at -6, because maybe I'm going to ride with my helmet open, because if it's hot outside, you're going to just have your helmet open. So you're going to have more wind introduced into your video. Oh, I better make sure my panniers are actually locked in. I think they are. Okay. You guys don't remember the last Moto vlog I did, I think. One of my panniers weren't locked into place and I lost it. All right, so this is the Mic Air. I'm still in town, so it was, visors open. And sometimes, guys, when you're riding your motorcycle, let's say you try your visor, you're riding and you got your visor wide open. Sometimes that's actually quieter. Sometimes that's actually quieter than riding with your visor closed. It just depends on your helmet. Your helmet will tell you which is quietest. Chances are, if it's quiet in your helmet with a certain configuration, whether you have all your vents closed, just one vent closed, one vent open, that's how you want to ride. You'll get the quietest audio. Look at this guy. People are just people. Okay, so I do have my GPS remote. I'm kind of distracted when I be riding, guys. My eyes be everywhere. It's very hard for me to concentrate while motovlogging, because I just be watching. It's just a habit. So anyways, my windscreen is all the way out its lowest position. So if you guys are in town, you're going 36, 37, you don't realize it. All right, so windscreen is down. That's how it sounds. Now we're going to put the windscreen to my normal. Oh, it just kind of like pulled my head forward. So this is my normal riding position. I'm going to lower my voice because just in case it's clipping. Now the Mic Air does have clipping control. No, it does not. Okay, just like the Mic Air, the Mic Air Pro also has the power button, and you can change the functionality of the power button with this microphone, where if you do a single press, it'll start and stop recording, or it'll take photos if you're in photo mode. Travel lapse, time lapse, it'll start and stop those features if you have them on. These microphones can be used with the quick capture, because I know someone's wondering, like, can I use quick capture with this? Yes, you can. Let's put this inside the helmet. We have the gain still at -6. Now that's important because I'm going to change the settings once again. And we have clipping control on. All right, so there's a question out there, and I know it's out there. Can I use this can I use either one of these microphones with the GPS? And the answer is yes. That's what I'm doing right now. We're gonna open the visor. And I'm gonna put the control on. Like I said. I'm gonna put the control on. This is how it sounds. See. So basically, it's like a muffler. So I'm gonna lower my visor. My visor is closed. My mouthpiece is open, right? The mouth vent. And then I'm gonna close it. So this is what it's like when it's closed. The big control is like the muffler to your exhaust. If you're one of those people who you have an exhaust system on your car or your motorcycle, I don't know if you guys ever heard of a muffler, like a silencer. It's like something that just brings the sound down. It's like a filter for noise. I need to put my windscreen up to my normal ride height. All right, so here's my normal ride height. I am so sorry, guys. I had that thing with my windscreen down for you guys who ride naked bikes, just so you guys have an idea on what you're looking for when it comes to, or what you could look forward to when it comes to audio without, Again, you guys can manipulate these settings. Don't think that what you're hearing in this video is like, oh, okay, that's it. You know what I mean? You can hear different motovlog videos, and this is just something that I've learned through the years. All right, we got crazy work going on right now. I'm going to leave my windscreen at normal ride height because I may need to. So what I did different was I put the microphone on cardioid mode, right? The microphone is facing me. It's on my tank and it's facing me. I do not have voice enhancement on. Alright, so I don't know if you guys can hear me. I'm sort of yelling right now just because I know that my voice, it has to get through the wind, alright? Some of you guys might just be riding at lower speeds. Now, I understand I'm not going lower speeds right now. I'm going 79, 78 miles an hour. And that's not ideal for what I'm trying to do here. But this is how I sound. You guys hear me. I do not have the audio on. Okay, so we're just riding around town right now. I do have the microphone on the tank. You can see I'm doing normal speeds that you would do in the city. This is how it sounds. We still got the same settings. Cardioid. We have it, clipping control is set to on because we don't want the wind to clip the audio, right? Making sure the microphone is directly pointed at me, like straight up facing me. This is how it sounds. I don't have any higher position. You know, I get it. Not everybody vlogs, moto vlogs. You know, some people just might be outside, like kind of how I am right now. You got the echidnas in the background making that constant noise of life. And this is how it sounds. Now, you know, we got the microphone right here in the chest. All right, we're not doing the whole microphone out in the open, blah, blah, blah. Looking like an idiot. But this is how it sounds with the Mic Air, okay? Basic settings, 0 gain, all right? It doesn't have clipping control when you're wirelessly connecting it to the AcePro 2. So we're not worrying about those type of settings. We just basically just have the gain settings, and it's at 0, okay? And this is how it sounds. Let's go to the Mic Air Pro. Using the same exact pendant that the Mic Air comes with, the Mic Air Pro does not come with this little pendant that goes around your neck with the magnetic piece at the bottom so that you can magnetically clip your microphone to it and, you know, maybe conceal it inside your shirt without having to have the actual magnets. Now, the magnets are cool, but the magnets are cool if you have to, like, let's just say you have a shirt under your shirt. Then you can use the magnets, clip the microphone to them, keep them under your shirt, keep them hidden, because we don't do exposed microphones around here, right? All right, well, the settings right now on the Mic Air Pro is rich tones, and we have noise cancellation on, and we have it on omnidirectional. Now, when you're wearing the microphone, kind of like how I'm wearing it right now, omnidirectional is going to always be the best, because if you start using some of the other recording modes, you're going to need to, it's going to be all about the microphone placement, where you put the microphone to get the best audio. Basically, right, in a nutshell, if you want a microphone with a lot of complex features, like the Mic Pro has a lot of options, but you just have to know where to place and how to place your microphone when you use them. Otherwise, if you're going to use it how I'm using it right now, just for vlogging, and you don't plan on doing interviews or anything like that, the Mic Air is probably the cheaper and more reasonable solution for what you're trying to do. But if you plan on using this microphone sort of as a shotgun microphone replacement as well, then you want to definitely take a look at these amps are like crazy. If you're on a budget and you don't need all the fancy schmancy, get the Mic Air. But if you got to have the fancy schmancy, the little screen to put your own little pictures on, this, that, the third and the fourth and the fifth, and probably the sixth, then get the Mic Air Pro. I'm Jonasegway. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video, because you're going to subscribe, right? I know you are. You rock with me like that. And if you do, thank you. And if you have any video ideas, just put them in the comments below. I got you, okay? And check out the links in the description. I got some affiliate links. You guys heard this before, and if you haven't, you're going to hear it now. The affiliate links just gives me a little kickback. Doesn't cost you anything. I wish Insta360 would give me some discount codes for you guys, but they don't. Anyways, I don't think Insta360's ever even reached out to me. Jonasegway@gmail.com, just in case that is why they haven't. Check out G's Moto, the link to her channel in the comments below. She's a moto vlogger, so if you're into motorcycling and watching people just travel from time to time, you can get over there and check her out. Same thing with Jonasegway Tutorials. I'm supposed to be showing you guys how to do stuff on that channel. I'm not even going to talk about that too much. Basically, that channel is really for if you guys want to look at the menu system on this microphone, for example, the Mic Pro, and any other microphones, and any cameras. You want to know how to do this, how I do that. That's the channel to do it. It's the how-to channel is what I made it for. So you guys can get over there. Again, if you have any ideas on, hey, how do you do this, or can you try that? Anything where it's like learning how to do something or showing you how to do something, that's what that channel's for. So, okay. All right, I'm out of here. Peace.